Hello everybody, welcome to my video. I'm making ATCs, pink ATCs for Think Pink Art, the hashtag event with the CAC Collaborative Arts group. And I'm narrating this video and it's on fast forward, and I'm sorry my voice is pretty hoarse. But what I did is I started with a Canson mixed media paper, and I kind of cut it down to the size I wanted because I'm going to make a multiple ATCs. And then I added some acrylic paint. I'm not using very fancy paints, but I used a credit card and kind of scraped them around. Here, this stamp is actually the bottom to when you buy a whole bunch of glue sticks. And so I was using that, it was just a throwaway piece, and so I was using that. And off to the right you'll see that's my journal, my junk journal that I'm just kind of putting the extra paint in. But this process I got from Patti Tolley Parrish, and I'll put her YouTube channel down below. She's also on Ustream. And I love her artwork, and I'm just emulating. I'm just flat out copying. Hi, Patty. But anyway, I was just using gesso there to scrape on some white. And then this is some deli paper that I had printed on with a foam stamp that I had made. Basically take sticky fun foam that I got at the craft store, cut it out, stick it onto a harder surface like cardboard, and then use it as a stamp. So I had some that I had made for an embellishment swap with Crazy Island Family, Crazy Island Style, something to that extent. Gina Ahrens is a wonderful artist, and she runs that, so I'll put the link down below as well. But last month was the arrows embellishment swap, and so I'd made arrows on deli paper with just black acrylic paint, and I'd had some left over, so those are what I'm gluing down with matte medium, just a regular matte medium, nothing fancy. And I love arrows, so I was all over that swap. That was awesome. And hi to all the ladies that gave me their items that was in my swap group. They made fabulous arrows. And so I'm going to do probably a journal page later with those arrows, so stay tuned for that. But this here is some of the arrows now in a metallic paint. It's a gray paint, and no, not a gray paint, I'm sorry, a metallic silver paint, and I didn't use golden or anything, I just had some craft paint. And here I'm using a deli paper that I used, the Jelly Arts printing plate, and I used a stencil, one of Patti Tolley Parrish's stencils. I think it was the exclusive for one of her stencil releases 2 releases ago. If you like using the Jelly Arts printing plate, I love using Patti's stencils. They're awesome, and she just put out another release recently, so you should go check them out. And this is on deli paper, and I like that deli paper is a little cloudy, that you don't see all the way through. It kind of keeps you wondering, especially with those arrows, like what's underneath. You can see little bits, but with the pink, that's pretty solid. And then this paper is from Amy Tangerine, Amy Tan, a couple of seasons or years ago, I don't know, but it's pink and gray zigzag, and I loved it. And I love these little circles that I punched. I wish that I would have maybe put more on, because they're really cute. And I like how they ended up in the end result, but looking back, I should have put more. This process, like I said, was from Patti Tolley Parrish, and she just puts a whole bunch of stuff down on the page, and that's why I like it. And so I had to let it dry, so I let it dry overnight, and I came back, and I wanted to do some more painting and stamping. So this is another one of those foam stamps, and I'm just using a little bit of watered down black paint, and stamping it a couple of times so it gets kind of gray or kind of sketchy. You can see that you get less paint like that last one, and I like that. I like doing that, so that's kind of cool. And I really like that stamp, but the idea is that you just put a whole bunch down and then you're going to cut them into little ATCs. So you don't have to worry, you're not thinking about composition as much on this, and the composition just kind of comes at the end. So this is golden fluid acrylics. This is one of the only goldens I have, and I love this color, and I'm not a pink gal at all, but for some reason this fluorescent pink I just love. So I just added some water and let it just drip, and I also like drips. And so I like just the lines that the drips give you. And so this was really nice. I just let it dry, and then I came back with a pink paint pen. This is a paint pen I got at Daiso a while back, and I don't know the brand because it's in a language I can't read, but I started to put pluses because this is a breast cancer awareness ATC and breast cancer awareness month, and like I said in my other video, I do have somebody very close to me that has just stopped her breast cancer treatment, and she's cancer free, hallelujah. But the pluses are very symbolic. When you do get diagnosed with breast cancer, it's not like everybody has the same breast cancer. There's different things that you can be positive in. You can be in estrogen positive, progesterone positive, and or HER2 positive or negative. Anyway, so the person that I know was HER2 positive, and so that's why I put those plus signs there. Those were just to symbolize her type of cancer. I think people think when you have breast cancer you have the same one, but really there's all sorts of different types. Here I'm taking a white paint pen, and that didn't work very well, and putting some white circles. And then this paint is cool. This again is craft paint, like probably $1 or something, but it was white pearl metallic. And when you look at the ATCs up close, this was probably the best paint I used on the whole thing. It is pearly, and it's not very see-through. It's really nice. So I added some circles with a glue stick lid, and that was really nice. And then this is just a stamp that I'd made, my hardware store stamps, and I have a video. I can put the link down below. I was just using an ink pad, kind of a darker pink, and that hardware store stamp. I think they're washers. Okay, I had to have a sip of water. Those were washers. So, again, I was just putting a whole bunch of stuff down on the page. So here is a black paint pen, and I'm just going to put some little dots all over to give it some more fine, small detail. One of the things I wanted to talk about in this video is about Breast Cancer Month. And if you don't have breast cancer, or you don't know somebody close to you that have breast cancer, you think, oh my gosh, October's awesome, we get to wear pink and we get to show our support. And but really, for a breast cancer survivor, October has not been a very good month, and the reason is because everywhere you go, you are reminded of breast cancer, and people that are survivors maybe don't want to be reminded quite that much. The person in my family said, geez, every time I turn on the TV, there is some sort of commercial or sporting event that has some sort of breast cancer awareness, and it's just too much. Like the person said, I know I had breast cancer. I'm reminded of it every day when I take a shower and, see my body, and to just be reminded almost minute by minute on TV and in different places out in the media, it's really difficult. So just remember, if you have those people in your life that have cancer and or have breast cancer or had it, or survivors, that they might not always want to be reminded of it. They might just want to live kind of a normal, happy life and kind of forget that happened. Anyway, I just did some more stamping with some different found objects. This is an acrylic skin, and I was going to put it on, and then I thought, nah, I just didn't like it. It just wasn't my vibe. So here I'm doing just some, splotches, some splatters with watered down gesso, and just getting it all over. And I love kind of slinging paint like this and having fun. And then this is not a food ball. This is a Signa. Ooh, you're testing my knowledge here. I don't know, but it's something that writes over acrylic paint, a black pen. Um, and I'll put it down in the links below. But I just got it at like Office Depot or Office Max or something, and I was just outlining all the arrows that were the silver arrows kind of in the background. And this took me some time to kind of think, and it helped me reflect on, you know, what maybe more I needed to do on the collage. Again, I'm going to cut them up, so it looks pretty crazy, but I'm going to cut them up. So I just did some outlining, and I think it helped define some things for me in the collage. So here I'm using a gel pen. Oh, back to the black pen, but right before that I was using a gel pen, and it's like a glittery gel pen, and I love it. I don't even know where I got it, or I've had it for a really long time, and so I really want to find another one because I think it's running out. But I outlined, there it is again, I outlined with a glitter gel pen. I don't know if it's silver glitter or gold glitter, but it didn't matter to me. It worked really well, and it gives it a little sparkle at up close on the ATCs. So yeah, the glitter gel pen was awesome. Here's some more white paint pens, and I was just trying to decide. But basically what I did at this point is I cut it up. And you can see all my different ATCs and the little bits and pieces. And then I printed out some words that I wanted to do just on, there they are, on printer paper. And I just took some pink paint and diluted it actually with some pearlescent medium, and mixed that together and painted over the words. And you can see in this, I'm just tearing them, and I'm just going to use, once I tear them, I'm just going to use matte medium to glue them all down. So I'll let you watch this process. So at the end, I wanted to make the cards stand out, so I used some StazOn ink, and I just went around the edges of each of the little collages. They're ATCs, and these will go in Happy Mail. I'm not selling anything right now or anything, so I'll just give them to people as I see fit. You know, the words say fight like a girl or survivor, So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to just let you watch the rest of it. Please do like or subscribe to my videos. I do want to make more videos soon in the future. And I really like the online community of artists, and I feel like this is kind of the place where I've really enjoyed myself. So please do like and subscribe. I'd love to hear your comments too. So here's some of my final ATCs that I really liked. Thank you so much for watching.